jinxing me. Anyway, so internet came back as usual. After a few minutes, it comes back up. I reset the boxes, so we should be good for a while. I called Spectrum to see if there was an internet outage, and the first thing it does is it says that there's an outage in your area, and they expect it to be back up and running by 12 a.m. I think, or 12 p.m. I think tomorrow. And I'm like, it comes up. It does this every day. Every day the whole system goes down once or twice. So anyway, so we're back at the Stargazer's place. So we're going to continue the quest line and see what we could do.
I can't thank you enough. You trusted me, even when I'd failed to show the same trust in you. I won't make that mistake again. From here forward, we must work together closely if we're to defeat the Serpent. We've sent the Serpent reeling, but he will strike again. We need to use this time to prepare our forces and free the mage and the warrior. The Serpent can only be defeated through the combined efforts of all three Guardians.
Alright. Alright, and that's it. That's the so sure there'll be something here. The Fires of Dune. No, that's in a different place. I don't know what's going on here. Ah, here's with the...
Aren't you? Yes, it is you. Come, we should speak.
This lady, I talked to her earlier, and she didn't really tell me anything as if some bullshit, I swear. I was just laughing my ass off at this woman, but it turns out she is part of the quest line based on the diamond over her head.
We haven't met yet, but I'm aware of your accomplishments. You are a useful person to know. Alas, I am but a humble servant of my patron. She is a far more useful person to know than I.
See, this is where it would stop, and she pretty much wouldn't tell me shit. Now she's continuing.
Regent Cassipia? She has plans for the Scaled Court. Plans that conflict with those of the Serpent. But my patron can explain the details when you meet her. I last spoke with her at the old farm near Dragonstar. Try there. If she departed, I'm certain she left word of her travels.
Slithering brood.
I was tired of walking anyway.
I'm wondering... Okay. Craghorn Angler? No. Okay, so here. Discover all of the striking locales in Upper Craghorn. Looks like I got credit for 5 points so far. Okay. Oh, Jesus. The trials are a bitch for this thing. Those are styles that you eventually get. Sky shards. Dungeons. Quests. Interesting. Well, I'm just trying to get the damn... And that's what it says in that thing. If I go look at the jewelry right now, that's what it says. You have to complete the Craglorn quest line, or you have to go ahead and, for example, say no, that's not where I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to go over here. This is somebody made up there on top of that thing somehow. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. There's an actual stall over here. I want to go over that.
What do you want?
What's this? What is this? Are these daily missions? Are these daily missions? Crazy like the Axe
Well,
and Mighty Mordra. Oh shit. Don't tell me that I get that jewelry from not the major quest line, but I get it from the daily quest. That's the same way you get motifs, is from daily quests. That's why I was doing the Dragonborn. I did my daily Dragonborn earlier today in the morning. Got that done. I didn't get the motif I need to make that piece of work, but yeah. Damn. Oh, and it turns out that for 100 of those crafting writs that I got about 56, I think, left. For 100 of those, you can get a 30 storage box. For 200 of those, you can get a 60 storage box. Yeah. I'm more interested in the 30 simply because I usually keep all the regular resources on that character, and I just wanted to have a small box for every version of this character that I put out there to store their armor individually. So, but you know, I can have a box for experimental armor. I can have a box for, you know, the tank, a box for this mage. I'm probably going to get this mage out of critical. I did find an amazing armor set called the Hist, and another one called the Heartland Conqueror. And the Heartland Conqueror doubles your trait on your weapon. So if I have the penetration trait on my weapon, which I do, it says sharpened. Increases physical and spell penetration. It should double that to 6,000 something or other. But the problem is I will lose a lot of the criticals. You see what I'm saying? So I would probably have to switch over to a different armor set for this character to do that. And a different set of weapons and jewelry. I would have to revamp the character. And that set will take a bitch to create because I don't have a lot of those pieces of armor ready. You need so many traits in order to build it. And so, I mean, it's just the research is holding me back, as usual. Research and lack of materials has nothing to do with my skill. It's just research and lack of materials. Research takes time. Materials are rare, hard to come by. But when you produce one of those specialized sets, they start off in white. I could easily get all those sets up to blue. Getting it up to purple, maybe not all of it, but some of it. Getting it to gold, I would reserve the gold only for the weapons. Just like I did here. But anyway, that's an interesting set. See, it gives me, this one gives me 46.2% critical. So I basically can make it. I can make full damage and double damage whenever I hit a critical, which is why I do okay damage, but I still want more. Like this one increases my critical chance, this one increases my damage, but I wanted something that would work better. But anyhow, yeah. So anyway.
Come for enchantments?
Enchanter's sign. I'm going to save that. I don't think I need to really get rid of that. Alright, I'm down to like 30, so that's really good for this character right now. But anyway, I want to see the research. And that's Cyrodiil quests. This is for Cyrodiil dailies. Main quest is Secret Quest Lines of Somerset. So I still have to do that. I don't have a lot of Sigic points. That's a bitch because you gotta pull out the map, go to all those areas, lock down the portals, and go from there. These are jewelry crafting writs. Yeah, I completed jewelry crafting writs, but I completed 3, but I didn't get anything out of there. Harmony I got, thankfully. Now this one is exemplary items obtained by completing weekly trials quests. Trade materials. Well, where's Craglorn? This is Craglorn, isn't it? I was so sure it was in Craglorn. Or is that something different? Oh, I bet Craglorn is Nirnhone. It's not for the jewelry. I kept thinking it's one of these traits, and it's not. There's a Sigic order. The jewelry writs, I can't do anything gold. Every time they want something gold, I'm just not going to do it. Weekly trial quests. Yeah, weekly trial quests. I'll have to see if anybody's doing weekly trials. It doesn't say it has to be Craglorn. Shit. So theoretically, let me double check to see. Let's go back out here. Let's see, I think it's this way. Yeah. I'm telling you, this place is booming. I'm guessing that the armor and the weapons and all that. Here's woodworking. Nirnhone. Exemplary item reward from Dawn of the Exalted Viper quest and items from other players. Materials gathering cloth, ore, and wood resource nodes in Craglorn. Oh shit. Well, this Viper would technically be Dawn of the Exalted Viper. And the materials come from Craglorn. Shit, man, I think I got confused. I think I really got confused. I might want to get a place to live on Somerset and finish the Sigic. Oops, wrong way. The Sigic order shit. Because like I said, I got literally almost nothing from those people. I'm part of the guild, but look at that. 1. Complete quest for Lore Master Celerius to increase your rank. Yeah, so somewhere there's daily quests or something that I have to do. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, I suspect, let me go back here. Let me do this. Serpents and Secrets. Serpent's Fang, Slithering Brood, Dawn of the Exalted Viper, and Upper Craghorn. Yeah. Too bad it doesn't relate this to what you need. I'm in Upper Craglorn, right? No, this is Lower Craglorn. So what the hell? Oh wait, look at that. Oh yeah, this is where I have to go meet the lady in Dragonstar. So this is Upper Craglorn. So I'm on the right track. I guess you get started down here and you wind up here. This is Upper Craglorn. And eventually you'll get those quests. I guess I'm doing okay for this. It's just that I need to focus more on the Sijic order as well, because it's just a bitch to do all that. I've got, when I look at my stuff here, this is what I've got. Okay, let me show you. This is that thief, that Khajiit god of thieves. I have to, the Shadow of Radian. I have to find all these pieces. Same thing here. This is some sort of it's like these little plaster things that go on a wall, some tiles or something. You know, that's another one that has to be done. And the Sijic thing, for crying out loud, I tried to find where the map was because it refers you to the map, and for the life of me, I couldn't find it over there. Completely lost. So anyway, let's go continue this mission now that I've reviewed and see that the crafting material comes from Nirnhone for bows and for weapons and heavy armor and stuff like that. And I need that. I need that eventually. So let's go to Dragonstar. Last time I checked, Dragonstar didn't have shit. Okay. Where is everybody? Where is she? Oh shit, she's way down there, dude. What is she, in the field or something? Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh, fudge. Okay.
You and I have a common enemy, the Serpent and his scaled court.
Yeah.
If you will stay your hand and hear what I have to say,
This has got to be the
I can
quest
offer you a
line.
unique opportunity to see this enemy slain.
At least this has got to be on the
Will you
way
listen
to
to
that
my
quest
offer?
line.
Despite my position in the scaled court, I've grown wary of the Serpent. I realize now that we don't have the same goals. I
No
want to
shit.
make the world better. The Serpent just wants to destroy it and start over.
Yep.
Will you help me stop the scaled court?
Ain't that the way it is? I'm gonna mute real quick. Munching.
I've seen you in action. You are my best hope for stopping the Manticoras. Unnatural beasts. Did you know the court created them? The creation process starts in Fearfang's cavern. There, we must destroy the Scorpion Matron and her nests. I'll accompany you to the Scorpion Matron's den and help you destroy the creature and its nests. Hopefully, my disguise will hide my identity. I prefer not to kill any more of the scaled court than absolutely necessary. The court create the horrible beasts in special spawning pools. They use an alchemical process to combine the traits of various predators, including the Scorpion Matron and her brood. The Manticoras are fearsome beasts, an alchemical melding of various predators. They are large, powerful, and exceptionally intelligent, and that makes them extremely dangerous. The Serpent ordered the Scaled Court to build an army. The Manticoras are the first recruits in his growing legion, but they are perverse creatures, abominations against the natural order. I can't stand by and let this atrocity come to pass. Besides the Scorpions,
The court alchemists utilize the traits of numerous predators. There are 2 other primary contributors, especially bred Wamasu, and one other I hesitate to mention. We'll talk more after we deal with the scorpions. The serpent lied to me. The Scaled Court is no longer working toward the changes that first attracted me to its ranks. And the more I learn of the serpent's true plans, the more I feel betrayed. You want specifics? Very well. Look at the state of our world. An endless war, threats from oblivion, an outdated order that fails us at every turn. The serpent promised a change, but I can't support his increasingly destructive methods. One does not simply quit the Scaled Court, especially not someone of my rank. Besides, the best way for me to stop the Serpent's plans is to continue to attack them from within. I can't openly oppose them and hope to succeed. For that, I need you.
Can you believe this shit? Can you believe this shit? Little traitor. Anyway. Let's go see if we can do this quest line. Yeah, so it looks like it's the Craghorn. Eventually have to get to the Serpent. Where the hell am I going? And where is it? There it is. It's a delve. Delves aren't too bad. Excuse me. Sorry, 1 second. I gotta do something. Anyway, just reminiscing. There was a guy, I'll tell the story while we go over there. There was a guy who, he was taking care of a cat after I wound up in trouble legally. He was taking care of this cat, and this was the cat that is the mother of all the cats that I have. Well, 3 of the cats that I have. And that cat was, she was a very small cat. And after I got put away, yeah, let's go in there. After I got put away for that weekend and everything changed and got kicked out of my house, I couldn't feed her anymore. So what this guy did, he was nice enough to feed her for over a year because I didn't live there anymore. Then he had to move. He said he was moving last March. And he wasn't going to be there to take care of her. So I told him, okay, the room, the extra room I had was available, so I was going to put her in there with a potty and everything until she acclimates to this environment, or just keep her inside as a house cat. The problem with Jinxy is that she was never a house cat. She was always an outside cat, and she doesn't like other cats. She gets away from them, and she stays away from people. I befriended her because I just gave her food. Eventually, she let me pet her like twice, I think. But she always looked at me with, well, she didn't trust me. And she was right not to. Because there was a lot of drama with that cat. Because she had 2 litters. 3 of the cats I still have. They're living their cat lives with me. But 5 of them I had to give away because, I had to get them fixed. I had to pay to get them fixed. And I got really charged a lot of money from somebody who just don't give a shit. They're just there to do a job. And it's all bullshit in the end. There's no way that money wound up in that organization's hands. I'm sure she pocketed all that money. So she, I had to get them all fixed. It was a big drama with those cats. Eventually they got taken away, and who knows where they wound up. And you should have heard her cry. She cried. I'll never forget the sound she made when she cried when her babies were being taken away. The crying scared the shit out of me. I never seen her so unhappy. And I had no choice because I had a small apartment and I had, 5 plus 3, that's 8, 9, about 10 cats in there. So the kittens had to go because they would find owners a lot faster if they were young. They're more prone to adopt kittens than anything. And anyway, the guy influenced me. The guy influenced me to go ahead and take the cats. Right? Take the cat. Take Jinxy, the mother cat. And I told him, if you trap her in this cage, I'll go ahead and take her. But that was months ago. That was way before. He took too long to catch her. And so this room that I have here is now occupied by a human being who I'm helping because, he didn't have a home. And I'm trying to help him get his life back because he's a good man. But I couldn't put her in there. And I was really low on budget at that time. I didn't get my income tax return at the time. And I didn't get my raise. I got a raise recently. I didn't have the $100 or $80 to go out and buy another cage because she was in one of those dog cages. And then my idea was to get another cage and marry the 2 cages together to have a big cage and put the potty in one and then have her in the other one. But when I saw her in that cage, it reminded me of Bexar County Jail. It reminded me of somebody putting me in a box. I already had her in that box, in that cage, for about a day and a half. And then after she calmed down, she looked like she was mellowing out. I fed her. I left the door open. And when when I do this, I let unless the AC is on or the heat is on, I let the cats out so they can go out and prowl around and live their little kitty lives. I don't want them not living their lives. Okay, that's how I do it. So at night I open the door until I go to sleep, and then I close the door. I have the little kitty door in the well, no, I leave the if it's a good night, like tonight is a good night, I'll leave the patio door open so they can come in and out. But you see what I'm saying? I don't like having things in the cage anymore after Bear County Jail. So I had to decide. I said, can I put her in there with another human? No. Do I have anywhere else to put her? Because she's afraid of all these other cats, even her own children. And she's a small cat. She doesn't want to get beat up. She's always running her whole life. She avoided other cats. And it's harder because after that day and a half of feeding her, she looked like she calmed down. I opened up the cage, and the patio door was open. The downstairs door was open. I leave it cracked so that the cats can go in and out. And sure enough, eventually, when I'm not looking, she gets out of her cage. She goes to the balcony and looks around. She doesn't recognize the environment. Then she turns around and looks at me, and she makes this cat face like, do I really want to be here? The problem with Jinxy is she doesn't remember who I am. I haven't been feeding her for over a year, and cats don't have good memory at all. So eventually she left, and that was over a month ago, and I never seen her since. She had half a tail because something attacked her over there at the old apartments, and my idiot friend over there convinced me to take the cat, even though I have all these cats. He convinced me to take the cat and bring her over here to a new environment. A cat that doesn't get along with other cats and you know what I mean, is in a new environment so she can easily get lost. And I took her, and I explained to the asshole that I don't have that room anymore. My idea was to put her in a room by herself for a while, maybe a few weeks before I even let her out. Yeah, let her get in touch with all these other cats. And sure enough, she left. She never came back. Because these cats are out there on patrol all the time. The boy cats, the girl cats are outside right now playing around in the dark. She avoids other cats. So now she's out there. Well, she starved for a while, I'm sure, unless she found something. She might have found somebody nice enough to feed her, or leftover food. She's the kind of cat that would go into the trash can and try to pick food from there. But I know that cat, and she doesn't. She. I was driving out to the bank one day, and I saw in the road. It could have been a raccoon because she looks just like a raccoon. She really does. But it could have easily have been her. It could have been her. But she was like right in the middle of the damn road. I wasn't going to be able to get down and check to see if it was her. So I was in a hurry too. I didn't have time to stop. And eventually, you know how it is with roadkill. Eventually they run it over to the point where it disintegrates. And when I went out there, she was already disintegrated. I drove by and there was nothing left. And the thing is, I think that was her. I can't say for sure. It wouldn't be the first time I thought she was dead and she shows up on my balcony. It really, really wouldn't. So ultimately, I should have took her back, opened up the cage, let her out, and that would be it. But that guy convinced me to go take the cat. And he kept saying he was afraid she was going to get attacked again, because she was attacked. She did have some damage on her in her back and half a tail, so probably a dog ripped the shit out of her. And my regret is not. No, my regret is letting that guy influence me and change my mind and take her. I should have just left her out there. But he wouldn't listen. He wouldn't listen. I called him back and I told him, "Hey, she's gone. She hasn't come back." And he got real quiet because he knows he fucked up, and I fucked up too for listening to him. He made a decision based on fear. I don't want her to get hurt again. I don't want her to get hurt again. And I told him, I said, "You have her in a cage. You can bring her in the apartment right now. Try to acclimate her to the apartment." "Oh no, but I have the other cat, and I don't want them, fighting and this and that." Because he had another cat there. That cat looked like it was already socially dead, So, I mean, this stubborn guy wouldn't listen, and now she's dead. And that guy fed her for at least a year. He fed her little cheap food and stuff, which is better than nothing. But in the end, him and me contributed to the death of the cat. I'm assuming that was her, because that was about 2 weeks later, maybe 3 weeks later. No, it was probably 2 weeks later. I saw that corpse in the street. And like I said, it could have been a raccoon or something, or a possum, but it really did look like her. The problem is, I know she had half a tail. I didn't get to see the tail. If the tail was intact, that would tell me that it's somebody else. But I couldn't see it. All I could do was drive by. I just didn't have time to stop and look. And something in me detached from that cat emotionally, and now I feel bad about it because she didn't deserve that. But I'll tell you something right now, just between us. I've been in a cage, in a box, even just for a few days, and I can tell you right now, she's better off dead out there in the street than in a goddamn box on my kitchen counter. She's better off out there dead, because at least she died free. And for the record, that's not the only cat that I had issues with. Smokey, taking her to the park thinking that everything's going to be okay. That was another bonehead mistake with a cat. I'm just saying that I'm not happy with what I did, but I'll tell you, I wasn't going to be able to save that cat. And I tried to explain that to that dumbass over there, and he wouldn't listen. He was all afraid that she's going to get hurt. And it's like, if you were afraid that she's going to get hurt, you would bring her in. And he'd act stupid, because he's a foreigner and he likes to act stupid. He likes to act stupid. Okay? He likes to try to be forceful and brutish, and I fell for it. I'll never do that again. I'll never let somebody talk me into something like that. I'll never do that again. I'll fight them next time. If anybody ever tries that shit again, I'll just fight them. But the good thing is he did keep her alive for an extra year or so. And he said he had to move in March, which is already April, end of April. And so, she probably starved, wandered into the street, or just tried to cross the street to go get to maybe a different food source. And she probably got hit real hard and got dead. That could have just been a raccoon. It could have been a raccoon or a possum or something that just so happened to look like her. But I tell you, that fur looked just like hers. I just couldn't see the tail, I couldn't see if it was her or not. I wish I had turned around. I wish I had turned around and went and investigated the body so I can have some closure. But the truth is, something in me has grown cold after Bear County Jail and people just not giving a fuck. Something in me just went fucking cold and dead. And I just learned to emotionally detach. Even now that I feel bad, I won't allow myself to feel real bad. Because that's what happened last time. I felt real bad. I got emotionally hooked into something. And that's where mistakes happen. Bad, deadly mistakes. So that's another reason I'm not doing this. Not that I don't care. It's just that A, it's already been done. B, I can't fix it. And C, if I get too attached to it, it'll take me down. So just a word of advice. You fall in love with something in this world. You take it close to your heart, whether it's a cat or a person or your job or whatever, something you really love. Be prepared to detach from it and let it go, because some things aren't really meant for you to have for the rest of your life. And these cats are, if somebody comes in here and says, hey, it's against the law for you to have these cats, you have too many cats, and they go and they take these cats, I legally do not have the power to stop them. If I get involved and I try to stop them, there's going to be trouble, and I don't want to wind up back in the joint over a cat. It's sad, but that's the way it is. Anyway, I was just reminiscing of her and feeling really bad about it, but that'll pass because there's nothing I could do about it. That's just the way it is. Oh, yeah.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers.
Maybe you should have. Yeah. Anyway, I was reminiscing. That took some time. I apologize. But I had to get that off my shoulders. I love that cat. She let me pet her like twice because she was very scared all the time. She was a very scaredy cat. I got pictures of her. I put some pictures of her in my videos. I need to make a video or something that will have all my cat pictures in there or something. And just to have something from memory lane. That's one of the reasons why I record these videos, is because I just want something to remember everybody by. That's all I want. I don't expect the world or anything. And it's just kind of sad, that we go through these things and we don't really think it through. When these things happen, we make a decision. We don't really think it through. And I didn't think it through. I got emotionally and mentally manipulated by this asshole. Okay, so I guess I can't go there yet. It's funny how there's steps. Isn't that funny how there's steps that go absolutely nowhere? That's funny, right? Huh. Anyway. Yeah. I was thinking about her. I was like, what could I have done to save her? And it's like, I didn't have the money for the damn cage, for the $100 cage or $80 cage. I literally did not have the money for it. I mean, I would have really put myself out if I had taken that. I had bought that cage. And then it would be extra hassle to watch her and make sure she's okay. It's like taking care of a parakeet or something. You just don't want to be in that position. When I take care of these cats, I feed them all at once. I clean the potty all at once. I do everything at once, and it's not too bad. But I'm the only one here, that's doing that. And it's just wrong. It's wrong what happened. And I feel bad about it. I wish I could have at least had buried her.
Look how they blindly follow the serpent's orders.
Once you're,
His venomous lies have poisoned their minds.
Once the whoa. Once she walked out, went down the balcony, I had this feeling that she wasn't going to come back. But I didn't want to startle her. I wanted to invite her. But I had a feeling that she was just never going to come back. She's a small cat, and she's afraid of everything. And that's how she survived all these years. If I had only taken her back and let the cage out instead of agreeing to take on that responsibility. Because I told him I would, but circumstances changed and he wouldn't hear it. I'm afraid she's gonna die. She's gonna die out there. And it's like, you know, I should have told him I can't do it and just walked out. I didn't have to. But he massaged me and those small snakes, when I kill a small snake, she's supposed to give me a positive rapport. Why is she not giving me a...
Hope we find something interesting today.
Oh, well, that's not bad. It used to be over here. I guess. So she's got about 2 levels on her, I think. Yeah, she's got some stuff going on here. Yeah, I still got this locked until level 20. So she has to actually go up to level 20. She's 20 in destruction staff, 19 in heavy armor. Oh shit. I didn't know she was that low. We're not using any of those anyway. Yeah, I don't even think she's... Well... Let's see. Yeah, she looks better in a Dark Seducer outfit. What's this? Ooh, she looks really fancy in the Dragonborn, but there's not enough revealed there. We'll put that back here. There we go. All right. Yeah, man. Much hotter like that. Much, much hotter. Nice tit. Little small, but okay. I can't complain. So anyway, let me deal with these assholes and continue the game. Sorry to put it out there. I didn't mean to upset anybody. It's just very disconcerting.
I'll accompany you to the...
She may be dead or she may be out there alive. I know if they didn't get her, she's probably alive somewhere. You know, because it takes 2 weeks for a cat to starve, and 2 weeks is a long time for a cat to find food. Even if it's garbage, they'll eat it to stay alive. Thing is, you know, I should have just pulled over, parked somewhere close by, and gone back there. I should have, you know, said screw the schedule and got that taken care of. It's so sad. Hey boy. Oh, this is my other boy from over there. He used to be from over there. Now he's here with us. It's okay, brother. Oh, it's a little boy. How you doing, boy? Boy. This cat used to follow me around when I would go feed the cats. He would... Oh, boy. There we go. See, she goes up in rapport every time I kill a serpent. That's why I don't mind bringing her around on this quest. Anyway, it's okay, boy. It's okay. Just stay here. It's okay. It's okay. Shh. Shh, shh, shh. It's okay. All right? You okay? You're a good boy. Yeah, I love this. He's a silly old cat with an eye problem. But he's an outside cat and he survived a long, long time. It's okay, boy. It's okay. It's okay. Shh, 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 shh. He's a little concerned. He probably heard me talking and got concerned and came in. But anyway, let's see. I think we got everything here. I don't even know what else there is. I mean, there's a cauldron with some cool food in it. And that's it. So, I don't know. Let's go this way, see what we can find. There we go. We got to get the sky shard anyway, so.
I'll accompany you to the Scorpion.
Yep, she went up in rapport, you see. Every time we kill... Damn it, that's not what I want. I want to see if there's... There we go. Lockpicks. Red guard curtain, smoky. Huh. Oh, well, look at that. It's a sky shard and a giant ass snake. Not much, but there is a sky shard. Let's sit here for a second. Alright, and calm me down. Okay, anything here? Book stack. It looks like this place used to be a big library. Well, yeah, I just regret it. But the thing is, practically speaking, there's no way I'm going to keep her in a fucking cage. I'd rather that she be dead free than alive in a cage. You know, having to swap out her potty like over there in the animal shelter. They put them in the cages and they just switch out the newspaper at the bottom of the cage. They don't really. That's it. That's all they do. And oh God, that woman keeps getting so close to me. Let's go over here. I don't think there's anything special. We just got to keep going down this mission. There we go. We're almost there. It just goes in a circle. Anyway, let's just blow some shit up. Feel better. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the quest line, so I can get that achievement. That's all I can think of. Man, if I wasn't wearing heavy armor, that thing would have gone right through me. Anyway, I kind of miss her now. Because that cat and I hadn't done anything together for over a year. So when I looked at her, I saw Jinxy and I was happy she was there, but I knew that that cat wasn't gonna stick around. She was gonna leave eventually. You know, she was gonna leave regardless.
They're coming for us.
The Scorpion Matron's den should be nearby. Prepare yourself. The matron and her brood will be deadly opponents.
Yeah. That sucks.
Do you want to brag about that, or should I?
It's good to get the Sabatons on fire. It's too bad. So, you know, I feed like this boy that comes in here when I open the door. If the cat comes in, I'll feed it. I don't give a shit who it is. What's this? She's immortal! She is immortal! Where's the other nest? Is this on it? I thought that would be a nest. Isn't this the same nest?
Meet me near Dragonstar after you deal with the Wamasu. Its den is close by.
Oh. Okay. Yep. You know, some mistakes you just can't fix.
These scorpions were specifically selected for their compatibility with the manticoras. With the matron slain and her nests destroyed, this portion of the process can't be duplicated. I wouldn't have been able to do this without your help. Isn't there always? The next component in the creation of the manticoras comes from a specially bred Wamasu. Find the Wamasu cave and kill the egg bearer, then destroy its eggs. That will further hamper the process. I'll wait for you near Dragonstar.
Okay. Yeah. Am I going the right way? Yeah, out and to the right. There we go. Anyway, yeah, I miss that cat. I fed that cat every day. When Smokey was lost in the park, was my first daughter. That cat became involved in my life, and I kind of felt sorry for her, and I fed her. And she was a good girl. I liked her. She was classy. She always had this intense look about her. It kind of freaked me out a bit, but you know, that's just the way it is. And it's sad. But, you know, if I could speak to Jinxie, I'd tell her to stay in the area and come by and get food. Unfortunately, I can't speak to Jinxie.
Get back, you fetcher!
Anyway, let's see what's up in this cave. Got to kill one of those Wamasus. It's probably an Omega Wamasu. Yeah. I don't feel good about it, but what can you do? You know, me getting there.
Is that the last of them? Oh, thank feck.
I have to destroy the nest.
Always forgive my enemies, but I will remember their names.
Finders keepers, as they say.
I don't see a way up there. I guess maybe there's... Oh, I get it. There's no way up there because you have to come down this other way up here. You see, you have to come down this other way up there and jump up there to see what's up there. Probably nothing but empty crates. I'm sure it's not a magical sword of glory. You would have to make a leap from there to get in there. I don't see any other way to climb it. I mean, maybe if I go back this way, will I go back this way and be able to do it? No. Look, there's a skeleton. There's some dude. Anyway, like that gives me a perspective. So there's some boxes there. Will I be able to do it? Huh. No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, there's no incline. It's just up there. Well, let me get out of here before another one manifests. We finished that job. Let's go back to Dragonstar and hobnob with the traitor. Anyway, sorry this took so long. It just... for some reason I was just remembering what happened. I'm assuming she's dead and that animal was her. Even though I could be wrong. That could have been like a raccoon or a squirrel or something else that looked like her. But I swear I thought it was her. That it looked just like her pattern. It could have been her. Maybe she got lost, got chased away. That's what one guy told me. He says, If your cat got lost out here in the park, because this is when Smokey was lost, he goes, if she got lost out here in the park, these cats over here that are part of this, because they had their own little cat community out there that they would take care of. If those cats get lost, if they come here, they're going to be chased away, because these cats they're going to basically protect their food supply, is what she's saying.
The Serpent and his scaled court would destroy Dragonstar. Everything. These people mean nothing to him. And if they discover my betrayal, they will dispatch me without hesitation. But tell me, have you dealt with the Wamasu Eggbearer? Then it's time. Now we can deal with the final component in the process and destroy the progenitor Manticora. My seneschal, Little Leaf, has assured me that we'll find them both in the Serpent's nest. Are you ready to proceed? The court alchemists created the progenitor Manticora to breed true, without the need for further alchemical manipulation. Be warned, it's a fearsome creature. It won't surrender willingly to spell or blade. Haven't you guessed? The court uses the most deadly predators to create the Manticoras. And there are few predators more dangerous than men and Mer. Now, let's rescue the prisoners and remove this corrupt creation from the face of Nirn.
Oh, so it's part human or something.
Little Leaf? She is my companion, my confidant. We've been together since before the Serpent called us and the Scaled Court was formed. She would do anything I asked, as I would for her. But enough of this. We still have a task in front of us. The court alchemists created...
never mind. She already went over all that shit. Alright, here we go. Wish us luck. See if we can finish this task. Where is this? Is it up here? Oh, damn, it is up there. How far is it? Oh, it's not too far. I can just ride there, I think. I bet you that house is her old house where she used to live, and it probably got burned down by raiders or something. That's probably why she joined up. Oh, it's the celestial portal. Shit!
Burn it!
Shit! Son of a bitch. I know those guys are tough. There's no way one person and a companion's going to take care of it. Son of a bitch. I thought, oh, I'm just going to drive right by him. Wrong. You see how fast they were? Those guys have to be taken down by groups of people. That is for sure. Oh, jeez. Jesus. Serpent's Nest Delve. Yeah. See, I learned you just can't save them all. No matter, you can love them all you want. Either you have the resources or you don't. If I had the resources, she'd still be alive. But because I was unsuccessful in my, chosen profession, and wound up just stuck in a dead-end job, that's what happened. You know. Looks to me like they killed all these bears. Probably using them to feed stuff. Ooh, she liked that. She went up in rapport. like that. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, she really likes that. Every time you kill a snake, she hates snakes, so every time you kill one, you get points with her personally. As usual, no way up there. Anyway, let's see what we can do. We'll have to go around. See, that one doesn't always get counted as an actual snake for some reason. Yeah, they were killing the bears. They probably took over all the bears area and were using the bears to feed the trolls and the snakes.
I think I'm getting good at this. Well, I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
I just wanted to see what was over here. Sometimes I'll put shit in here, like a book or whatever. Empty, empty, empty. Looking for one of those purple lore books. Always get credit for those.
I hope you're watching.
Excuse me. I'm getting a dry throat for some reason. I hope I'm not getting under the weather. I wasn't feeling good for a while there, but I started feeling better. Could be all the crap I've been eating all day. Oh, fuck.
You can make it. Keep moving.
I'm hoping I eventually get... Oh, look, I got treasure. Boots of the air. Somebody was doing research on these guys. Oh, you know what? Those probably aren't true snakes. They're something else, and that's why she doesn't get points for it. I eventually have to find out where the... Oh, here's some snakes. Okay, so she doesn't give me credit for those snakes. Those are snakes. So she doesn't give me credit for all snakes, I guess. Just not in the mood anymore after that crap. Pledge of Vengeance. Assholes. Let me see if the sky shard's over here. It might be. Yeah, it looks like it's here. They have a thing wrapped around it. That's funny. Here's the sky shard. Alright. Almost there. We'll have to deal with those people. Hopefully I won't wind up dead. Spawning pools chamber. Oh, come on.
Slay the progenitor and its handlers, then check on the prisoners. If any remain alive, release them.
Ha 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 ha. Try.
By the three, I thought I was done for.
Jesus.
This one is very happy not to be dead right now.
Yeah, no shit, brother. I've been there. Let you out of the box. I guess we're not ready for that conversation yet. Really? I thought she was a badass. Or got a lead. I thought she was an absolute badass.
That's the last time I accept an invitation from a mysterious rogue figure. Thanks for setting us free.
Dumbass. There's another prisoner.
Easy! Let your magica recover!
They were going to toss us in a disgusting pool with that horrible beast. Thank you for rescuing us.
Okay.
Present
well.
yourself, Regent Boward. The Manticora project is at an end.
Regent Cassipia? What is the meaning of this?
Watch your tone, Regent. Your abomination is dead. Will you abandon the Serpent and join me?
Abandon the Serpent? I would never do that.
Very well, Boward. Join your abomination in oblivion. Boward gave me no choice. My actions must remain secret. Come talk to me after you free the prisoners.
The fuck did you go? Oh, Jesus. Already freed the prisoners. Anyway, it's getting pretty late. It's already 11:30. We've been recording for an hour and 24 minutes. Let's see if we can draw some conclusions.
None of these deaths would have been necessary if the Serpent hadn't lied to me. Thank you for helping me in this matter. Now, I need to make sure these spawning pools can't be used again. And I should collect a few of the Manticora remains. I need to study them so I can continue to oppose the Serpent's horrid plans.
Okay.
Your help in this task was invaluable. Would you be willing to help me deal another defeat to the Serpent's schemes? Many regents serve the Scaled Court. That's why things occur within its coils that aren't under my control. For example, the Iron Orcs are raising an army. I sent my seneschal, Littleleaf, to stop their efforts. Perhaps you could lend her a hand. Littleleaf should be somewhere along the road, just beyond the Northeast Passage. Let her know I sent you, and she'll trust you implicitly. She has a very trusting soul.
I wonder what's in that thing she gave me. Let's open it up. Ah. It's a glyph. It's a jewelry glyph. Oh, that'd be good for a magician. I'm not a magician, I'm just an armored dweeb. Ah! You're fucking with him. No. Because after you kill this wave, if you do, and I almost did one time, you get another wave and another wave and another wave. And it never stops. It just keeps going and going. You're like, oh shit, is this ever going to end? Really? Poor Jinxy. Yeah, I have one of her babies right here. Laying down. Little angel she had. Little cow cat's one of them. So is Big Boy, or Baby Boy as I call him nowadays. You know. I wonder why this is in the middle of the road. No one in the middle of the road. Yeah, I just keep hitting these. Eventually I'll get some more kudas. I got like, let's see, how many kudas do I have right now? Matter of fact. Gee, I don't have anywhere near enough of that. Oh, I have 18 kudas, so I can upgrade 18 pieces of jewelry to gold. Or 18 enchantments. I'm sorry, 18 enchantments to gold. Right? Yeah. Not the armor itself, just the enchantment. Did I bypass her? Oh, she's still on the way. Oh shit.
First they beat me bloody, then the little goats come to play.
Oh jeez. I would, brother, but those Celestials are some sons of bitches. I think they're artificially enhanced or some shit.
Let's not start something we'll both regret. I could use some help, and you're going to want to hear what I have to say. Cassie sent you? Well, why didn't you say so? I'm so lucky that the Regent looks out for me. All right, we've got a lot of work to do. Have you ever tried to change an Iron Orc's mind? Oh, this is going to be so much fun. We need to stop the Iron Orcs. They're building an army of trolls. Regent Cassipia sent me to convince them to disband the army. But they took my gold and tossed me out. Now that you're here, I have a better plan. You're my better plan. Between my cheerful optimism and your proclivity to violence, there's no way we can lose. Anyway, you'll help, right? Meet me in the ruined tower on the nearby hill.
Okay. Oh, well, let me mute because they're playing music again.
The Iron Orcs have figured out a way to turn a trollop of trolls into an army. It involves training, armor, and magical runes carved right into their skin. I'll meet you in Ilthog's Undertower, and we can deal with the troll trainer first. Well, it's inside the ruins beneath the old tower. It stinks down there. That's what happens when you shove trolls and Iron Orcs into an enclosed space. Anyway, Ilthog uses the ruins as a training arena for the trolls. Because the serpent told them to. But nothing good ever came from dressing trolls in armor and giving them weapons. And that's the acorn's truth. Anyway, stopping the trolls is all part of Cassie's plan to save the Scaled Court. Some of them, maybe. But not Cassie and me. We joined the Scaled Court to change the world, not destroy it. We're going to fix all this. Honestly, I don't know what Exarch Brodath was thinking. Brodath's the chief of the Iron Orcs. Kind of hard-headed and a tough old tree. When the Orcs joined the Scaled Court, Brodath was given the title of Ophidian Exarch of Undulating Destruction. It's a mouthful, I know, but I love our titles. Ilthor can train anything, but the real secret is the Red Brittle. The Nerncrux. It makes the trolls more powerful somehow. If you don't help me stop them, all of Craglorn is doomed. And Regent Cassipia doesn't want to see that happen. Just what are you implying? Oh, I'm just rustling your leaves. Cassie and I are the very best of friends.
Alright, the music stopped. Let's see, we're at an hour and 30 minutes. It's already almost 12. I think what I'll do is, let's see, where's my target? If I can locate the target. Okay, here it is. Screw it, let's go for it. It's like right there. If it was farther away, maybe it's a different story, but that's fine.
I hope we find more than trouble here.
What the hell are the orcs? I know I went around in a circle. You know, it's funny how this place is not even guarded. Oh wait, it's in here. I'm going around. Okay.
These Iron Orcs are no fun at all. I had such high hopes for the diplomatic method.
Oh, that's a big one. That's a really, really big one.
never used to fight this much, until I met you.
Did you see his new bow? That must have cost him.
Sorry, I'm starting to nod off. Let me try to get this done quickly.
Ilfog Ironblood, will you please stop training those nasty trolls?
Not this again, whelp! Away with you!
Hey, girl.
Oh well, I tried. The better plan it is.
That was a bit of a warm-up.
Whoa. That's something different. Never seen that before.
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
Sorry, I'm still nodding off. We gotta get up there. I'm like falling
I
asleep.
salute. I play. A little. Cassie says I'm good, but I think she's just being nice.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Alright, that's fine. I don't need any of this crap. Okay, looks like I'm doing okay. Sorry, still nodding off.
tried to convince Ilfog Ironblood to stop. Ilfog is the best Iron Orc warrior I've. It helps that. Well, I'm not some.
You lead.
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Oh, the other guy did it more than anything. Oh boy. Well, at least I did it. Oh, where is she? Oh, she must be outside or up ahead or some shit. There we go.
I wish there had been another way. Poor stubborn Ilfog. They should have taken the gold. Good point. What was I thinking? We're going to have to do a lot more to disband the troll army. I guess I need to go talk to Runescriber Kulth, Armourer Uthic, and maybe even Exarch Bradath. You're right. I know you're right. That doesn't make it any easier.
Huh.
Still, I have a mission, and if violence is the only way to complete it, then violence it is. The Valley of Scars. And yes, the place is as delightful as it sounds. It's north of here. You can't miss it. I'll meet you there. Runescriber Kulth is a true artist. His intricate designs are so beautiful, and powerful too. He adds Nerncrux dust to his ink and carves the runes right into a troll's flesh. Says it boosts the magic. He works on the west side of the valley. Armourer Uthic crafts the armour worn by the trolls and the Welwers. It's not ordinary armour either. Uthic adds Nerncrux dust to make her armour tougher and more powerful. Her forge is on the east side of the valley. Exarch Bradath is the Iron Orc Chief, but he's also a ranking member of the Scaled Cult. That's why he has the great honorific, the Ophidian Exarch of Undulating Destruction. Whew, wish I had a title like that. I'm sure he's in the valley somewhere.
Okay. Time to leave. There's gotta be a way up and out. There we go. Alright, so this is where I'm going to end the video. It's been an hour and 42 minutes or so. I'm going to go out, put some food out for the cats, and go to bed. Tomorrow's Friday. Today's not so bad. Been pretty good. Except for that whining about poor Jinxy cat. You know. Kind of disappointed in myself, but you know, I'm just not as sharp as I thought I was. You know. Let's see, where is this? Okay, so that's a big territory. Yeah, we'll go ahead and stop it right here, and I'll go get myself into position, and so that way I can have a good start in the morning. And you guys have a good night or a good day. You take care. Thanks for listening to me whining about poor Jinxy. Take care.